Very good morning. Great American morning to everybody out there. Tom, how you doing, brother? Guys, thank you so much for tuning in with me this morning. This very cool. It feels amazing weather over here in Bakersfield. Cam checking in from the moon. The moon's gone now. It's daytime. It's sun time. All right? And don't be checking in from the sun because you will get burned. All right? No need to get sunburned out here. Wear your sunscreen. Matt, how you doing, brother? Checking in on that YouTube machine. Really do appreciate you guys checking out the YouTube. No need to switch over if you don't want to, but it does help if you want to watch from YouTube as well. It's the Bakersfield Gentleman, just like on Facebook. We still go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays on there. In fact, we are going live later today at 2 p.m. Our normal second, third podcast time. Check out the logo. You're going to love it. Guys, I have got some great news, some good news, some awesome news, all the kinds of news today. First of all, yes, today, Thursday, we will be going on for our normal time. Tuesday or Wednesday, we should have a special guest coming in. I don't want to give anything away just yet, but I did get some notification about that yesterday, and I am very excited for it. I know you guys are going to like it. I know I'm going to like it. Everyone's going to like it. Woo, some nice black coffee right now. Smoking or drinking that while I'm smoking a punch. Come on, focus. Chop Suey. Yeah, that's right. Chop Suey time. This is a Lancero. It's a 7.5 inch, maybe closer to the 8, but it was a shaggy foot, so it burned off pretty quickly. But yeah, I really have been wanting to try this Chop Suey. I bought 2 of them, and I haven't smoked either of them for some ridiculous reason, because I'm a ridiculous man, I guess. And I am liking it so far. I knew it probably wasn't going to be a morning stick. In the name, Chop Suey sounds something like I'm going to have, later on in the day. I was just, that's in my head. Honestly, could have nothing to do with that at all. But what do you call it? I just thought, hey, I'm going to start the day off with something I've been wanting to try for a while. Kevin, how you doing, brother? Anthony, how you doing? Peter, if I didn't say hello, I want to make sure I do. So, Peter, how you doing? Yeah, I'm a huge fan, as you guys already know, of the egg roll, also from Punch. And keeping in touch with their lineup of Chinese cuisine-inspired cigars, this thing's pretty dang good. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. And, I got to get these comments going, guys. I'm sorry, I can barely see. Cam, yes, new mug. This is a Padre Hotel mug. They were selling them for like $4 over at the Padre. I was like, I'm getting this. I'm getting that. It's for me. And I wanted it. I'm back. Because you know me, my mugs, I got a big collection. It's growing every day. I'm going to have to do an episode, Miguel's mug collection, so you can see all of them lined up from Jurassic World to hotel mugs to ones that my mother buys me all the time because she knows how much I love coffee mugs. Everyone around me knows I like coffee, all right? And they're all pretty cool about it. For my birthday, a buddy of mine, Joe, the host of Girls Going Gin, bought me a coffee mug. Coffee mugs are my collection. That's the thing that I can't lose because I don't smoke them, but I'm also very clumsy, so I've lost a few, and I'm very sad about those. But hey, is what it is. So yes, thank you, Cam, for pointing that out. Yes, new coffee mug. I absolutely love it. Tom, had one the other weekend. Not bad for a $5.50 cigar. Yeah, so far so good. They are not expensive. They're a very good budget-friendly cigar so far, especially with that Punch egg roll. When it comes in those little tins, I got I got 25 for like $70, so it's a really good deal. John, how you doing, brother? Smoking the Brick House Maduro for Peter Giannis. That's a great call. That's a good Maduro right there, especially for the morning time. Not too strong, but it's got a good little punch to it. Punch, no pun intended on that. But yeah, I do like me some Brick House. You might also be asking yourself, guys, why is Miguel's hand all bloody? Well, I was on my morning walk, and I had to mess up a cat real bad. I was just trying to beat it because it wouldn't come. It kept coming after me. Luckily, I won that fight. No, I'm just kidding. There was no cat. I didn't fight a cat. It comes from the photo shoot last night that we did with the wonderful Serenity, or Alina. And you might have seen her on Frankie's Instagram post. Again, Instagram is BacoGent661, guys. Frankie runs that solely on his own. All that work he puts in is all him. I'm really happy that he does that, because I'm not a big Instagram guy, but it is very important for the social media stuff. So I really do appreciate him holding that fort down for me, so I don't have to worry about any of that. Good morning, Thin. I like the sound of that. Samuel, appreciate it, brother. And Samuel, I know I've only had you on since probably the beginning of this whole lockdown stuff. Does it look different, honestly? Is there a different look on the face? Because I feel like I look different, at least. I hope I do. I've been working hard for it, so I really do appreciate you pointing it out, man. I'm not gonna lie. I still get a kick out of it. I appreciate it. I really do. Looking good. Have to be careful in choosing your morning sticks. Yeah, you got to be careful sometimes. You don't want to go too heavy for me in the morning. That's just my opinion. Then again, you go too light, then all of a sudden, you're really smoking something? Like I'm not a big fan of things that are too light. And all of a sudden, it's just smoke in the air for no reason. The ash doesn't hold on well. Yeah, I already can feel mine, Tom. You're right. The ash for the Series V. I don't know about the Series, but yeah, this chopped Suey, for instance, though. Yeah, the ash does not look like it's going to hold on very long. I could see the break happening right there. Yeah, I could see the line already breaking. I didn't want to fall in my coffee or on my lap. I broke it off in front of you guys so you could see what we're talking about. Tom, you're absolutely right, in my opinion. Lanceros just don't hold their ash very well. I mean, it's still long fill, but I think the ring gauge being so thin and so long is just not a good recipe for long ash. I think a long ash contest with those would be a new skill level for me. Looked there, though, when you started the morning show, but I also been sleeping till noon lately. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Man, if I could be sleeping till noon right now, I'd be right there with you, brother. No worries. Well, not with you there, but y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean. I will say 100%, I am actually really digging this chop suey so far. I'm a big Lancero fan. Our buddy Mitch was probably the first one to really like point him out, like, hey, you should try this size. You know, it looks a little different. It's not the usual Robusto. It's definitely not a Churchill. It's not that big of a ring gauge. But as soon as I was willing to kind of pick up a couple and try them out for myself, there's a big flavor difference. I would like to see this in a Robusto to see if there is, that change as far as size goes for it. And I would I would bet heavily that there is, just because I've noticed the other ones I've had within the Series V, like Tom pointed out. I've always been one to say the HV in Lancero is much different than its Toro Shaggyfoot counterpart. And the Ecuador La Aurora this morning, very nice, very good call. I don't know if I've had that myself. I'll have to check my bands. I think that's what's going to have to happen. Get a drink of coffee real quick. Yeah, this pairing right here, coffee and a chopped suey, I thought was going to be a little different because the egg roll itself, I keep comparing it to the egg roll because that's pretty much what I know from Punch as far as closer to this profile, I'm assuming. And I so far kind of on the money. They're different, but they are similar. The Punch though, the egg roll was a lot more oily. I could feel it on the lips. This one not so much, although it is my own fault. I had a bag of cigars out, pretty much baking out here. It wasn't quite in the sun, but Bakersfield during the summer, anytime, it's still going to be hot, and no matter where you're at outside. So I should have brought them in faster. So hopefully it doesn't affect the flavor too much. So far, so great though. I'm not complaining. Very nice. So yeah, we got two people letting us know what they're smoking this morning. Does anyone else have anything, or are you waiting for later on today, maybe after work, maybe after a good meal? This whole dieting thing I've been doing, the intermittent fasting, like my buddy Isaac showed us. So I've been doing that 16-8 split. So I fast for 16 hours a day, eat for not the entire time, but I can eat in that 8-hour window. And I'm slowly trying to take that down from the 8 hours to the 6 hours and the 6 to the 4 hours. And I noticed I'm not hungry as often anymore. I used to be hungry at night because our night job, we'd work all the time, and then about 2:30 we get off, and then go eat. I'd go to friggin' Jack in the Box, the only thing that was open. Either that or go sit down at Denny's. I'm not sitting down at Denny's around here. Right on cue. Right on cue. Honestly, yeah, like last night we were getting that shoot done. Guardian of the Farm Maduro by Ward, burning well this morning. Yeah, very good call. I was actually just talking about the Guardian of the Farm with Zuzu over at Cigars and More too. She's bringing in some more cigars. Um, the Guardian of the Farm by Ward? I thought it was an Aganorsa. Or am I getting my crosshairs? Either way, it was the Guardian of the Farm I'm talking about because I love that dog. I'm not gonna lie. I saw the band and I was like, man, I really want to try this. Not even knowing what it was called yet. Just judging a book by its cover, and I'm glad I did because I picked it up and I smoked it, and it was good stuff. If anyone can help me out there with a little name remembering, Guardian of the Farm has a couple of additions to it, and there's one that's like Night something or another. Oh my goodness. Like Night Watch maybe? If someone can help me out with that, I'd really appreciate it. All I do remember that Guardian of the Farm, I think, not last year's, but the year before that was on the top 25 for Cigar Aficionado. And the list overall was really good that year. It definitely held up to the rest of it. I think it was the same year Andalusian Bull won number 1, actually. So it might have been 2 years ago. Yeah, because we had the EP Carrillo this last year. And then it was the Eye of the Shark the year before that. And then it was the Andalusian Bull. So I might get my numbers a little mixed up there. But yeah, Guardian of the Farm was definitely on the top 25 list for good reason. And there's plenty of cigars that make it to that top 25 list that could be way higher on it. But I feel like, oh, okay, at least they're on it and they deserve to get that recognition. I don't see a lot of the cigars on any of those lists really being better than each other. That number 1 usually I feel like could be replaced with other ones on that list itself. Or other cigars that they completely kind of blew past. But either way, I mean, it's nice to kind of gauge that, especially if you're a new smoker and you're looking for something that might have a good consensus behind it, or cigars that when the list comes out, a bunch of cigar people are like, what? Why is this on there? No. And I've seen that many times, at least in my neck of the woods. We all look at the list at the same time or over like a week period. Then when I see them, like, dude, this makes no sense to me. I'm not smoking that. I never liked it before. I'm not gonna like it now just because they give it a higher rating. And speaking of the ratings, I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent here, guys. I hate rating cigars because if I give it a 94 or higher than that, it's got to be really good. And I feel like, who cares what my opinion is? I'm not trying to tell you guys the cigar is good or not. I'm trying to give you guys a little bit of notes on what to expect beforehand when we're doing the reviews. I don't care to give it a out of 100 score at all, although a lot of people like to see that. It makes no sense to me because I could rate McDonald's 0 out of 10. Like, oh, I hate McDonald's. You know, a lot of people say that. But if somebody likes a Big Mac, hell, eat that Big Mac. All right? Don't worry about what other people have to say about it. And then my go-to Lancero is the Saka NLMTHA. Looking forward to try the Chop Suey Lancero. It's pretty dang good so far. For a cheaper stick, yeah, I could pick mine up for like $6. I think Tom was mentioning the price earlier in the comments. Yeah, I was in Vegas. One of my favorite spots, Las Vegas Cigar Outlet. Come on down. Go see Raj. Go see Scott. Yeah, they were a great price. And they were like doing like customer appreciation comeback deals. When everything got out of lockdown, they had a table set up right next to the register. We're like, hey, anything on here? It's already pretty cheap, but 10% off more. Get what you like. Any of them on there. And they have some great core line. They have some great boutique on there. I don't know if they're still doing it right now because they've already been back in business for about a month or so. But that was a really cool thing to do to kind of help people back out, get back into the flow of things, come back into the shop, get a good cigar. And if you're looking for something at a really great price point too over there, try the entire line of house brands. Raj's Maduro is freaking amazing. JJ picked out some amazing stuff. Their anniversary stick is really good. So I recommend all of them. I haven't tried all of them yet, but I already know I'm going to like them all. They've got a great collection of unbanded, great stuff at a more reasonable price point than pretty much anywhere else on the strip. Definitely anywhere on the strip, first of all. And then price competitive with anybody off the strip as well, which I absolutely love, because Vegas gets pretty expensive, and after you blow like $200-$300 on the craps table because you thought you were going to win big but you didn't, or you bet big on Tom Brady, and you figured, oh man, there's no way he can lose, and then he loses because that's what he does sometimes. You have to get a cheaper stick sometimes. So go over to Las Vegas Cigar Outlet. Not only are you going to find a lot of quality, a lot of variety, but you're also going to find a lot of great deals. I absolutely appreciate that. Whew, this is burning very well right now. I'm loving it. But yeah, going back into those Lanceros, yeah, I have not had that one from Sake yet. I actually have a lot of Sake stuff I really want to try. I still would love to smoke the Unicorn. Just can't get a hold of that. Tom, Miguel, is better for you guys if we watch the stream on YouTube or Facebook. Tom, honestly, that's the tough one for me. I say Facebook myself. Frankie wants to build up the YouTube numbers, but Facebook's already kind of putting us, on the map. They're really helping us out. They allowed us to do this. Facebook supporters, thank you all for signing up for that. I cannot tell you how game-changing that has been. How many people have signed up? Please continue to sign up if you guys can. $5 a month. You get automatically entered into all the drawings at the end of the month. There are special ones. There are special drawings just for you guys who are Facebook supporters. Special content for you guys. I'm going to be redoing the Cigar Gauntlet. That will be happening again as soon as all this weight loss shenanigans is over and I get some time to get food in me again. But honestly, we do this so no matter where you go, you can watch it. If we can extend it to more streaming sites, we definitely will. But we got to get a couple more bucks into the till. That's all it is. It's all money right now. StreamYard is very affordable, but the more you go, the higher the price gets. And right now, we're definitely breaking even now. It's great because first 2.5-3 years it was money into it, and we're totally fine with that. I'm still fine with that. I would do it no matter what, guys. But it feels really good that the show is paying for itself. That's an amazing feeling. Yeah, man, I love Cigar Outlet. It's one of my favorite places to go. Nice and relaxed. Raj is so welcoming. All the guys there are welcoming. The boardroom members that go over there. By boardroom, I mean the Las Vegas cigar boardroom group. And then they have a group that meets up at different places once a month. I don't know if they're doing it right now with everything going on. But just really cool guys. And it's really awesome to get to talk to everyone and hang out there. I got to see our Alex Bradley rep, John, out there. First time I've seen him since working for Alex Bradley, and it's really good to see him anytime we can. Just had the Kentucky Fire Cured Lancero last night. Ooh, I want one so bad. I've had almost all the different sizes of that Kentucky Fire Cure except for that Lancero. I really do dig that Flying Pig. But then again, I like all the Flying Pigs, so it reminds me of me. Good morning, Billy. How you doing, brother? Have a badass day. Sorry, you guys got to go. No worries. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, you do what you got to do, and we will see you later. We will be on at 2 o'clock. Hope we can see you then. Yeah, I was just holding on okay right now, Tom, if you're still watching. Yeah, it's going fine. I mean, it's not going to hold on like I really want it to, but it is what it is. Vitolas from Trinidad. I've had some Trinidad's, and is Cubans in your wheelhouse. There are some Cubans I like, but the problem is the consistency of quality. There are some amazing Cuban flavors out there. You really can't get the same thing from other places. You always hear people, oh, it's blended like this Cuban, it's blended like that Cuban. I don't really care if it's blended like Cuban. If it tastes good, it tastes good. But there are some out there. Like I'm a big fan of the Bolivar. The Romeo Julieta, number 4, is a really good one for me. But the thing is, I don't want to talk bad about them because they're still good cigars. There's so much history behind Cuban cigars. But when the government steps in, and I lay this across the board for everything. When the government steps in, especially with the commodity, in this case, quality is not going to be insured, okay? Quality is not the number one priority for government. It's seniority and it's statistics, it's numbers. So you could have someone who has all of the experience in the world all the amazing people that make cigars in Cuba, and they're being forced to meet quotas. Um, Corners are going to be cut, and quality is going to be dropped, and farmland itself is going to be expended faster that way. So it just makes it difficult for me to smoke Cubans more often. The price point isn't even the problem, honestly. It's just the quality consistency. The flavors are usually great, but when I can't get a draw out of it because it's too tightly rolled, or it's falling apart on me, or the wrapper is very flimsy, which has happened to me many times, um, I would say it's a half and half experience of a draw I can't get through. So I get a couple inches in, I'm like, no, this is garbage. You can't smoke this anymore. And then I end up going to a Dominican or a Dominican Republican Dominican or Nicaraguan cigar. Or hell, I like San Andreas wrappers a lot. It's hard for me to buy Cuban cigars and smoke them consistently just because of that consistency problem of quality. And the construction is the main issue there. When does the challenge end? It ends actually a week from yesterday. It ends Wednesday, the 15th. So I'm still going strong. I went for my walk for an hour today with the little sisters. I'm going to have to start kicking them to the curb so I can get some jogging in, go further. I'm going to get my hour in the pool, hour and a half, hopefully. We're going to the gym later today. Still eating very little. I think I'm at like 900 calories a day right now. So if I don't win this, I'll be disappointed. But I'm liking what I've done to myself. I feel better. I feel healthier. I'm getting down there. I'm definitely not gonna reach goal weight during this challenge. That was never the intent, because when I started this, I was like 65 pounds above goal weight. Oh yeah, 235. I want to get down to 170. So yeah, there was no way I'm losing 65 pounds in a month. That's not happening. I am not about to chop off a limb. But thanks to this, I got a real big jump start on it, and I hope to be under 200 because I'm at 204 right now. Yeah, 204, 205 right there. And hopefully I'll get down to 199 is the goal before this challenge ends. And I'll be really proud of myself if I do that. I definitely will be. If it smokes good and tastes good and light them up, exactly, Samuel, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't matter where it comes from. If it's good, it's good. But there's good cigars from Cuba. There really is. There's amazing flavors. Everyone talks about that Monte Cristo number 2. I like that one too a lot. The Boulevard's my favorite. That's just personal kind of that thing. But I've had many Boulevards that are great and just as many that are hard to smoke. And that really hurts because I like them. And I've been gifted a few. I'm like, man, I can't wait to smoke this. And my buddy's cigar that he gave me ends up just not smoking. I feel bad wasting it. But I mean, life's too short to smoke a cigar that's not going to smoke. It might be time to buy a cigar pump. I think that's what I got to do. If you guys haven't seen it, we talked about it a while ago when we saw it over at PCA or IPCPR at that time. The cigar pump is literally a thinner pump needle, like you would for a basketball or a football, any kind of sports equipment. You put into your cigar, put it all the way in, give it a pump, pull it out a couple inches, pump it, take it out. It's coming with a little squeeze pump at the end. So you're literally blowing air through your cigar to clear channels. It is not a piercing tool like you would with a cigar poker where you're trying to remove a little bit of tobacco to open up the draw. It literally is trying to open up the airwaves. So the air, when it gets pumped through, goes through those airwaves, and it makes a much cleaner draw. And they are night and day when you do it. Especially if you do it right like they show you. They gave us a really good demonstration. I'm sure it's on their website too. Check out Cigar Pump. I believe they're still going. I haven't talked to them in a while. I might have to hit them up just because I like the product. And even, it's not like there's a sponsorship or anything with this. It's just that I like it, and I think it's worth checking out. It might not be for everybody, but it's definitely something for me, and I just got to pick one up. I can't believe I've been lazy on that. Our buddy Leo over at Barrels and Leaf, check him out on the weekends, by the way, guys. I believe Saturday afternoons. Don't quote me. I'll make sure on that time. But check him out. And he actually told me a story because we were both over at IPCPR, and he's like, man, I really like this cigar pump. I didn't even need to cut it. I literally poked a hole in the back, gave it the pumps. No cut needed. It was literally that one pinhole worth of cigar space. Now, would I recommend doing that every time? Probably not. I would still give it a straight cut, or I did my little Can you see that at all? Come on, camera. Can you get a focus for me? Focus. No, it's not gonna focus. All right, I gave it my little normal tear like I usually do, um, and it smokes well like that. But if you didn't want to, if you don't want to mess it up with a tear and you have your cigar pump, you kind of don't need a cutter right then and there. You can get away once in a while with just a little poke and pump. Take it out, smoke your cigar. My great grandfather made a tool perfect to stick through a cigar and fix the airflow. See, that's awesome. I'd love to check that out. I forget who I was talking. I think it was a rep, and I cannot remember which rep it was, but they're talking about the American market. I think it might have been Jimmy from Esteban Carreras, and we are talking about how we are a much different society than a lot of other places, and that's cool. I am totally cool with that, and I'm getting notifications about our society right now. Trump's taxes. Everyone cares about his taxes. I don't give a damn about his taxes, all right? That's not here or there. I don't care what he does with money. Gosh dang it. I'm sorry. Stupid Apple updates with your news. Tired of the news. Anyway, yeah. Not speaking for everybody out there, because I know it's not everybody's bag, but a lot of the American market likes gadgets, likes gizmos. I got them. I collect coffee mugs. Those are technically little tools to help you drink coffee. And it's not like I need 20 mugs. I only drink 1 cup of coffee at a time. I can refill this cup as much as I want. I don't need this lighter. I don't need this many long matches, but I like having it. And the only reason I have this, by the way, I do not light my cigars with this. I light it with this, but I have lost my striking thing. And if you know me, you know that I cannot strike. I can't strike a match on the floor and get it to light to save my life. So what I did was I turned this bad boy on, lit the long ass matches, let it burn for a second until it gets down to the wood, and then I light my cigar. But back to the reason I'm talking about this is that there's room for so many tools in any market. Heck, there are tools to help you get better at soccer. There are tools to make you better at chef. There's tools to make you better at woodworking. There should be tools to increase your cigar experience. And that's what I like. I enjoy having a bunch of different cutters. Even though I still use the just my little nail tear tool, I still have cutters that I like a lot. I have to do some, 1 second, guys. Okay, we're coming up to time. I don't want to go just yet, but I just want to say, yeah, if you have an idea for the market, test it out with your buddies. That's a great spot for the cigar lounges. If you have an idea, like you have a new way to help open up a draw and people like it with you, chances are there's going to be other people in other shops that like it along with you too. You don't have to make a bunch of them to test out a market either. Make some prototypes yourself, maybe work with somebody in your local area. Being in Bakersfield, we have a lot of manufacturers here that make cool stuff. So there's room for that. And I would love, like we were talking about it, I think on a morning show. It might have been last podcast, where we're talking about a Swiss Army tool for cigars. Like I want to see it be a stand. I want it to be a cutter, a punch, a straight cut, all of that. I want it to do everything that I need for my cigar in one tool that I can put in my pocket. And I really love my cigar stand from Cigar Prop. It folds right into my wallet. I don't have my wallet on me because I was just on a run, so I left it at the house. But gadgets is something that I like to see because out there's an audience for it. There is a market. So if you guys have a product that you want to bring to it, don't be afraid to do that. Right now is a great time for R&D. Get that research, develop it, get ready for all this to blow over because it is going to blow over. We're not going to be stuck like this forever. Hell, I see this clearing up before you know it. I know the numbers are up. Oh no, it's super duper scary. But if everyone just kind of does their little part, it doesn't have to be anything huge. I mean, here in California, you got to wear your mask whenever you go into stores. Whatever. I'm not gonna get mad at a store for enforcing rules they're being enforced to do. All right. You'll never see me yell at a cashier because they asked for someone to put their mask on. No, it's not them making the rules. But I see all this clearing up, and I see a lot of good coming out of it at the end of all of this, guys. And I cannot wait for that end date. Whenever it comes, it's going to be sooner than you think, I believe. So I'm smoking. Moses has cool stuff. Smoking Moses. send me a link for that because I do not. I haven't checked it out. I need to check that out. Arizona's hot spot globally right now. Yeah, I know. I do hear that. Yeah. Florida's not doing super great. Texas isn't. A lot of buddies over in Texas not having a good time right now. California, the numbers keep going up. And especially over the holiday when it was hot and everybody just wanted to not be at home anymore. I think it really took a toll on everybody. Hopefully now, over the next month, everyone just kind of chillaxes at home for a while. Just hang out, have an extra cigar, and wait for it to blow over. Still doing Stogie Fest in November. Stogie Fest is on. Everything I have heard, Stogie Fest will be happening. They're no slowing that down right now. The 1 year anniversary for Cigars and More 2, if you guys saw that. If you guys got a chance to see that video, that was a lot of fun, and everyone packed that place full. It's trying to go out on me. I'm not going to let it. I think I got some tunneling going on. I think that's what's going on right now, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it for right now, and I will see you guys all at 2 o'clock today. Y'all have a good one. Be sure to tune in. If you don't have a chance, just check out our podcast, Second Third Podcast, also under the Bakersfield Gentleman on Anchor. I hope you guys check it out. Yeah. Still trying to build up those podcast numbers. Honestly, wherever you watch it, whenever you watch it, I'm happy. So wherever you want to, that's good for me. Like we talked about earlier, if you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, you check out Frank's Instagram stuff, you like the podcast, you don't want to listen to him, whatever you want is what I want to see you using. So don't worry about if we're pushing one in particular. As long as it's good for you, that's good in my book, all right? All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it. You have a good one. And I got to relight this thing. All right, take care, guys. See you in a little bit.